Wet nurse dropped him on his head, left him simple.
Simple? Used to sit all day in the garden, crushing beetles with a rock.
Oh, there are people already in here. Am I late? I feel like I'm late.
Simple Jack, the story of a mentally impaired farmhand who can talk to animals.
Put it on in chat if you think that our government just basically declared war on us.
Got a good brain.
I mean, you're going to have to comply. It's military coming in against us.
You got a fine brain, Jack.
You like me heavy.
To get more aggressive, because they're saying they need to be more protected, more armed, more trained, more funded, and because you are going to be treated as if you were a foreign invasion. I am not making this up.
Hong Kong, Hong Kong, Kong.
What's up, guys? Midnight for you, almost midnight for me. But yeah, this is Killa's second channel now. I'm honestly surprised he doesn't have more subs than I do. He actually brings in more people than I do, so he should. Let's see. James, thanks for being here. Grandma Wolf, thank you for being here. GE, KFAR was first. MBK, thank you for being here as well. Dove, Charger, Kelly, Princess Sophia, Twiggy. Yeah. But yeah, I know, FM. We went over this GT stuff, but you guys didn't hear from Boot. Boot was just talking nonsense in the chat. And you know what I'm saying? I got some shit to say about this for sure too. Plus, I haven't seen this video yet. This is from a day ago. I don't watch GT, so I'm giving it my go. Let's see here. Let's see how good he did on this video, guys. So, how far did Killa get into there, I wonder? I know he had some type of problem. He had to end stream early, right? So I just got in there and his outro song was playing. But all right, guys, let's start it out. This is the amazing Georgia transparency. I'm not sure what this is. I know it's got to do with, but let's roll it on.
The people who work for me, the people who work in other county entities, I care more about them than I do my own job. And they also know that I'm financially stable enough to where if I tell them that I can hire a lawyer to defend my girlfriend or to help somebody else defend themselves against defamation, to defend themselves against some of these other accusations, then I'm financially stable to do that.
In the heart of Meade County, Kentucky, where community values run deep and public service is a calling, stands the story of J.J. Scarborough, a dedicated leader whose journey as jailer has transformed lives and strengthened our community.
Wait, time out. I was going to say, that doesn't sound like GT. That sounds like Rough, guys. GT, you're ripping Rough off already, man? All right, let's see what he's got to say.
And strengthened our community.
GT's going hot with another story out of Meade County, Kentucky. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe, to include smash that notification bell right quick, fast, and in a hurry. Meade County Jailer J.J. Scarborough is seeking re-election in 2026. At the same time, his girlfriend, Amber Brown, has initiated litigation against private citizen Chris Ryder, asserting defamation and related claims that arise directly from public criticism and government actors. On December 16th, 2025, Scarborough appeared on the YouTube channel Generally Specific and made a series of statements that are deeply concerning and potentially legally consequential. These were not offhand remarks. They were admissions, statements that on their face.
Huh. Were they though, Russ? Were they? I mean, I guess you're a lawyer now, huh, Russ? Speaking of lawyers, guys, what's up, GE?
What's up, man?
Not much, man. I'm surprised you haven't said anything yet.
Am I allowed?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you was very mean to me last night. So.
No, I know. I had a demon in me, you know.
Is this the start of the video? Or have you been going over it? Or?
No, this is the start. I'm guessing this is what Killa was watching before he had his emergency. But I just saw this was a video from Georgia Transparency. It was put out a day ago, and I figured, you know what? It's only 14 minutes long. Let's see what he's got to say.
Yeah, I'm sure. You know, Chris didn't send it to him or anything like that.
Well, I think he edited this himself, but I mean, yeah, I would argue this is probably definitely heavily influenced by Chris.
Yeah. Well, let's go in. Hot.
Call into question his fitness for office and expose himself in Meade County to significant civil liability. Scarborough openly stated that he does not care about his job, yet he is asking voters to return him to office. More troubling, he suggested a willingness to target, finance, and pursue legal action against YouTubers and citizen journalists who scrutinize his conduct and the conduct of county government. This is not public service. This is retaliation. And retaliation by an elected law enforcement official against.
Well,
Yeah, I was getting ready to say.
Yeah, I really am biting my tongue on this one. I'm just gonna let it play, and then then I'll say what I want to say, because I will I'm just not going to go there, because
you're gonna taint the jury.
I'm going to taint the jury. I want them to actually see this video and see all the hard work he put up. All right.
I said taint.
It's protected speech strikes at the core of the First Amendment. Scarborough now appears to cast himself as a crusader against the press, an enemy of those who expose government misconduct. That posture is not only reckless, it is dangerous. When a jailer signals that critics will be investigated, sued, or financially crushed, the chilling effect on speech is
You know what else would be really bad for a prison, GE? If some of the prison guards just refused to come to work.
Are you insinuating that a certain someone didn't come to work, or was a horrible employee?
No. I'm just saying in general, that's just one of the many challenges I could see, the prison facing, right? Like problem. I mean, there's lots of prisons that have problems with their prison guards. Sometimes not only do they just do a bad job, sometimes they hurt the inmates. Sometimes they make deals with the inmates, smuggle stuff in for them. Sometimes there's some, some little touchy, feely type stuff that's going on, there between the two parties too. They get fired for that. I'm just bringing up generalities, G.
Generality away.
Yep. Just being vague.
Unmistakable. We will now play the full unedited portion of Scarborough's statements so the public can evaluate his words without spin, editing, or excuse.
And it does verify it is JJ Scarborough, so I hope he doesn't corn bomb me.
Here's the biggest question is, do you think you could ever get anything but the spin from Chris?
Of course not. I mean, it's obvious if you watch any video.
Yeah.
What's up, JJ? Hey.
And of course, I know that I'm on here, and I hear I see a couple of different questions, and we're going to try to answer all of them. But I want to address what Mr. Mimsy just said. Mr. Mimsy, we kind of had this conversation earlier today. Me and a couple people, other people did. One thing a lot of these YouTubers and they're used to is they're used to going into these organizations and these county entities, and they're used to bullying around and intimidating these hourly employees. They're used to putting these people in fear for their jobs, these people that's in fear for their retirement. So to avoid anybody going against anything they say, they think they can bully them with phone calls. The
phone calls and videos.
Lawsuits. We're going to sue you. We're going to call your employer.
Oh yeah. You know, I could swear that there was some little birdie I thought I saw flying around earlier where like I could have sworn that someone made a phone call and also threatened a fake lawsuit in order to gain some personal information of another individual. So, you know, it's that's weird, man. That's so weird. All the coincidences, man. It's so weird.
The coinky dinkies.
The coinkadinks.
We're going to put your kids on the internet. That's part of the reason they don't like me, because they have finally met their match to somebody who I care more about the people who work for me, the people who work in other county entities. I care more about them than I do my own job. I put them before me. So if I see somebody getting bullied around, I'm not going to worry about my own skin. I'm worried about somebody else's reputation. I'm worried about the nonsense that's getting put out on them on YouTube. So they're not used to anybody pushing back or anybody exposing the lies. They're not used to anybody going on the internet and putting out the truth. So that's part of the reason they don't like me. That's the biggest reason. And they also know that I'm financially.
I have a really big question. So as a American citizen, you can take a lot of different jobs. It seems like guys like GT, they have this argument that just because you choose a government job, like I guess all of a sudden now your whole life is completely public. Every single facet of your life is completely public. And you've now, just because you work for that job, you have lost all your own personal rights. So in that way, when you're not in your official capacity, you're just what? You're just not allowed to say anything? Really?
Dude, have you not read the First Amendment? It says exactly that.
Well, I guess I just want to make sure that I can lock these guys down to their exact perspective, because I feel like a lot of these guys go around these like very, very loose morals. And even though they go by these loose like morals, they each individually seem to have their own lines. And I just want to gauge kind of GT, you know, and that's why, you know, if he did ever want to come up on panel, I would definitely ask him these things, just not because I'm trying to trip him up, but because I'm trying to get his perspective. I'm trying to get kind of like his state of mind. You know, if he really believes that, you know, as soon as you become into any type of government position, whether it be the jailer, the nurse, the front clerk desk, that just now
the janitor,
personal liberties are just gone. I mean, then I feel like we probably would need to start somewhere else, like at the foundation of a lot of other ideas, you know, because that conversation at that point is just useless. But
financially stable enough to where I tell them that I can hire a lawyer to defend my girlfriend or to help.
Right. Okay. So Aaron said that when you accept tax dollars as payment, you forfeit some privacy. And I wouldn't disagree with that, Aaron. I guess what my question is, though, is so then do you also then lose your right to free speech? Just because, like, and that might be the way some people view it. I'm just trying to make sure that, like, you know, we understand what cards are down before we call the hand. That's all.
But according to frauditors like Transparency, the First Amendment is absolute.
It's absolute. There's not this thing
no
called like
restrictions.
Time, place, and manner or
No
anything
restrictions.
Like that. Okay.
Public employee or not, First Amendment is absolute.
Okay.
Somebody else defend themselves against defamation, to defend themselves against some of these other accusations, then I'm financially stable to do that. And they don't like that. But I got news for them. They have no idea what's coming down the pipeline. There's several of them, and I'm going to put them all in a basket. They have no idea what's coming for them. So,
hey, boo.
And whenever I say I handle my problems, I handle them in a legal way.
Yep.
Back to old Aaron Queef's question or statement there. So when you file your taxes and you get a refund, I have the right to know everything about you, somewhat, right, Aaron?
Well, no, because he'll argue, well, that's not taxpayer dollar. And I would also support this argument, but that's not taxpayer dollars. That's like them giving you back money that they overestimated on.
But it's tax dollars.
No, I know. I get it. It's like if we're gonna go by these absolute Sith Lord ideas, then yeah.
Of course not. I mean, I don't have no right to his ID or anything like that if he gets tax money back. But according to Transfattery,
hold on, what's up, Rabbit?
I was pooping, man. Stop interrupting while I poop in your basement.
Okay. Do you want me to just drop you and then you can just like put in the chat and be like done and send me a picture? Or?
Nah, it's too late. It's done now.
Okay. What's up, man?
You interrupted G Swag, man. What the fuck?
I'm sorry, man. I saw you popped up and I want to make sure
That's
I brought
Rabbit.
you up so you didn't think I was ignoring you.
Well, I don't mean to interrupt G Swag. I just want to say it's a sad day for Western North Carolina. I want to say rest in peace to the Biffle family,
Right.
really quick.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
he was involved in a lot. For those of you guys who don't know who he's talking about, I guess if you're big on YouTube, you probably would most likely know Cletus McFarland. He does like a lot of like car content. And there's a gentleman who has been prominently featured on his channel for a long time. They're actually very close friends in real life. Unfortunately, he was going over to Cletus's house to hang out with him and his family. And unfortunately, there was a plane crash on the way over, and him and his family did not make it. So,
was it the winds or something, or what?
For Western North Carolina. Very sad day. We just had an event out here like 2 weeks ago. Cletus came back up, and there was a big rally and a race and all that stuff. So one of the last events that we had with Greg and everybody. That's somber, but not to segue the show really quick. I just wanted to do a little remembrance for them because he did a lot. They definitely helped us out quite a bit after that storm.
well, and small world, I literally had no clue about this until on my lunch break. I went to lunch with a coworker, and he was telling me all about this. So as soon as I saw you post it, I was like, "Oh my god, it all makes sense now." So, you gonna hang out though? You want to review this with us, or?
Hell yeah! I saw you were going. I was just because Triple B Ranch is literally 20 minutes from where I am, so that's why. Not to segue from the show, it sucks. But hell yeah, let's do this.
What's up, K-Far?
I figured I would pause Roadhouse for the night and come up on panel.
It's Kafar. It's Kafar. Run.
Yo, you guys talk for like a minute or two real quick. I gotta go slap my fan off, take off my hoodie, and then go get my charger so I can charge my vape. I'll be right back.
Charge his vape. Good God, kick him off the damn panel.
Actually, I find this interesting, and I commented this on K-Far's video earlier. I find it hilarious that I was arrested, had a district court trial, had a superior court trial, had a hurricane, and then had a full court of appeals hearing and ruling, and then had it like fully vacated before Chris Ryder even had anything done through Kentucky. Isn't that astonishing?
Yeah, but by the time Chris goes to trial, I'm going to be retired. Like
I'll have 3 more kids.
Oh, dude, by the time he goes to trial, I will literally have built my church by hand, and we'll have full services and everything done. I'll have weddings and everything by the time he's going to trial, bro.
I'll have grandkids.
Yeah, it's like our grandchildren will witness the trial.
Yeah, they'll have to finish the coverage for us.
No, like at that point, they're just like convicting a box of ashes. Like it's just so past the point, you know.
Well, I mean, I did see a video of Chris getting his exercise in this morning, so maybe he's going to last a little longer than we think.
Bro, when I got that video on a text, and I literally I almost shit myself from laughing so fucking hard. I watched that shit so many times, and that message, it was the funniest thing
It was
I've
sarcasm, you dumb fuck. God, Aaron, you're a fucking idiot.
I mean, maybe I'm just a piece of shit, which, so what? but I just could not help to like stare at the bald spot. That's the first thing I noticed. I'm just like, dang it, dude.
Well, it's pretty much like natural highlighting, where it's like drawing all of your attention to the glare.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't say shit. I got the same fucking problem.
It looked like one of them Sasquatch commercials. Where's Sasquatch?
Bro, no, you're spoiling it. You're spoiling it.
Yeah.
I was gonna
so-
try to find the video of him at the
Oh,
sheriff's
it does look like
house, where he was like in the background, and I was gonna
Messing
throw
with
that and then
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch and then Chris running.
even think about that.
Messing
So right
with
now,
Sasquatch.
wow. Because he is moving weird, like he's like
he's never done it before.
Yeah, it's never ran. It's a waddle.
yeah, it's like his like legs were like locking up and shit. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? We don't ever do this. We haven't done this in 25 years.
To put it in terms Chris understands, he's like a newborn
You
horse.
got court in the morning, and then you stay up all fucking night going on different YouTube channels and shit instead of going to sleep.
Yeah, but no, Kfar, you are exactly right. It's just like when a brand new fowl's birthed, bro. They like get up and fall over a little bit, and you know.
Looked like he was running in water.
I know, right? Was it raining or
or like Killa says, water.
Water.
And they're going to see this. They're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. So now, going back to this failed audit, we talked about this earlier today too.
Yep, got it on film. Yep, go ahead.
If somebody has a failed audit usually ends in an indictment. That means you stole money. A failed audit is not a recommendation saying that you shouldn't pay for a vehicle this way. Let's go back to my last audit where I got some findings. I didn't pay for a truck for the right account. But what they fail to realize is one of the 2023 Chevrolet trucks that I paid for, I had a vendor. I talked a vendor into paying for a truck for the jail. That means that this truck costs the county taxpayers $0. That means as part of a sign-on bonus and part of a negotiation with a contractor that I got somebody else to buy a truck for the county. Can anybody find a wrong in that? If you can, please bring that to my attention. Tell me what you would have done different. Would you have cost the taxpayers of Meade County $38,000?
I was under the impression of being on that.
This is why we don't have nice things, guys. This is why we don't have nice things. Yeah, I think we can all agree that if I was doing something for a jail, I would prefer to get donations of a vehicle instead of having the state or city or county pay for it.
Oh yeah, that's I mean that's a pretty good way of doing it.
So just for those of you who may have a gaming computer, it turns out if you accidentally smack the very side button by your thumb, it like just tells StreamYard to go get fucked, and then everything closes out.
Banned.
So, yeah, just a heads up. Yeah, boot it from his own.
That's my back button.
My current job.
All right. Sorry about that, guys.
About that, the trigger word for me was finding. I forgot. My current job, I don't deal with audits. My recent hobby, we call that First Amendment audit. When I first heard that, I thought it was stupid because in my work history I worked at the American Red Cross, where they got audited by the FDA quite often. And before that, I worked at the General Accountability Office, which is mostly auditors. They go out and audit other government agencies. And the word finding doesn't necessarily mean laws broken or ethics violated. It means, hey, you might need to reach.
All right, guys, and welcome to the show. Good old my brother's keeper. He was there today. What's up, MBK?
Evening, y'all. How you doing?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
Doing all right.
You happy? You happy you woke up early and drove those extra 3 hours, man?
Oh yeah, I enjoyed the hell out of it.
I told you, right?
Met some really great people. I'm telling you.
I'm sure you got some good content too.
Oh well, it was raining and there wasn't a whole lot. So, but On the bright side, you know, old Chrissy's friend that he carries with him everywhere admitted a lot of stuff today. I'm gonna edit the video and put it out here, and that may shed some light on why Chrissy's so obsessed with the KKK.
Ooh, does that have to do with the biker gang, maybe?
No, not so much the biker gang. He's a little affiliate that drives Tiffany around and does all that for him.
Ooh, that's juicy, bro. Who? So wait, so someone's driving Tiffany like even recently, to driving her around?
Oh no, this was back when the ethics thing was going on, and
okay,
he comes to everyone's
Driving Miss
accords
Tiffany.
with them, and
driving Miss Tiffany. All right, man. Well, let's go. We got like 7 minutes left, and we'll see what he says. So
train this or reconsider how you do this. With the Red Cross, it could be how you handle blood. Are you handling it in a way that is dangerous to life? Did you make a shortcut that might cost somebody's life? Someone's going to jail for that. Or did you, I can't think of another example, but some findings are just like, hey, this is a training opportunity. There's a better way, or maybe a way we prefer you to do it. Not every finding is a career ending, send them to jail, make them lose his job type thing. I don't know if I over-explained that or not, but when you guys were discussing the truck thing, I'm like, oh yeah, finding, duh. Why is everyone making such a big fuss about this ethics committee?
I actually couldn't agree with you more, man. Of course, I actually just pulled up the website, and yeah, I mean, we can move along to, let's say, the fuel findings. They didn't like the way I kept fuel receipts. They didn't like a paper log. A paper log wasn't transparent enough. So their idea was, I need to put in an electronic fuel metering system. Now, granted, if we was talking about all the county vehicles, that might make sense. But we're talking about a jail, a smaller jail. We buy an average of between 1,800 and 2,500 gallons of fuel every year. This fuel is used for like our road crew, wood splitters, chainsaws, weed eaters, that kind of stuff. So we're saving about 8 cents a gallon by buying this fuel in bulk. So now the auditors come in and they're like, well, the paper logs, they're not 100% transparent. They could be altered. There could be something wrong with them. You could alter a paper log. So you need to put in a fuel metering device, kind of like the one, you go to the gas station and you swipe a card, enter a vehicle ID number. Well, that's $42,000. $42,000. How many 8 cents a gallon would I have to save? How many years would it take for that system to pay for itself? 150 years? So no, that's pretty cut and dry. If they're not worried about me trying to save the county money.
I'm like super confused here. So it's like, I don't see how GS isn't gonna copyright strike you. I mean, yeah, your first 3 minutes is fair use, but dude, like you go for like 7 to 8 minutes just playing Todd's clip. Like you don't transform it really at all. I mean, I get you're trying to say, hey, look, he's exposed. This is what he said, but it's like, holy shit, GT, you could at least give some type of critique or talk some shit along the way to like transform it, at least try. But I guess that was too much, right? Copy and paste, right?
Well, the thing about it is he can't say anything because he would sound stupid trying to, attack this. Saving $42,000.
As long as he's got Chat GPT at his side, bro.
Anything is possible.
Yeah, but Chat GPT, they haven't figured out a way to get it to help you on spot when like you're being pressed on a live stream. So, and I find it very funny that Russ wants to talk about, yeah, I would not go up on your channel because you guys don't even have near as much, viewers or subs. You guys aren't the big channels. And it's like, okay, cool. So then is that like you like light admitting, Russ, that that's the only reason you hang out with some of these bigger channels, so you can literally try to like suck off of them, bro, and like leech their viewership?
I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm pretty sure I'm larger than Chris. in
I think most men
YouTube
are.
subscribers and in the biblical sense, if you will.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. Thanks for clearing that up.
Hey, and that's a good point that you said there. A lot of the people in chat thought we stopped watching the Georgia transparency video and was watching GS's.
Yeah, right. You would think, because he just he's gonna get copyright strike for this.
I didn't even know we were watching Georgia Transparency's video. I just came in. I thought we were watching GS's video.
No, this is GT, but look at this too. Like, so here's the thing is, I guess here's the, like, his name is Georgia Transparency. So, but like, I don't know, he didn't seem to be very willing to be transparent earlier in Killa's stream. He's being very kind of vague and very defensive.
So throw people in prison because they're not transparent. Okay.
That's that guy that hangs out with the tranny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then it's just like, he definitely must care about, I mean, he's got 44,500 subs. He's put this out a day ago and this only has 2,000 views.
So because I'm sitting at my computer right now, I put out a video like a handful of hours ago. Let me just double check. It's already at 3,000 views.
Right.
Not to like pocket watch, but like if he's gonna go that route, then I'll full send go down that route.
Well, I guess the question is why was that the first thing that he kind of resorted to, right? Oh, yeah, I'd love to go on panel with you guys in your big channel. It's just like, well, what are you talking about, dude?
Should be getting the message out to anyone.
Right. It's like, I thought you were about, like, the cause and transparency and all those good hot takes to get people to send you money.
Hot.
Money to prevent, our people from going to the gas station, the extra hours that it takes to go to the gas station to save 8 cents a gallon. If they'd rather me spend $1 to save a nickel, that makes no sense to me. So we simply just said, okay, we'll cut it out. We'll go back to the gas station. We'll spend $1 to save a nickel, whatever. No big deal. There was no finding that said JJ stole gasoline or there's 1,000 gallons of gasoline.
And I understand that, KTZ, but to be fair, 7's not 44 either. So
yeah,
missing. No, that is a manipulation, and that's part of that hatred that comes from me calling them out on YouTube. Is in that's a good punchline. That's a good go-to for them. And at the end of the day, I've said this before and I'll say it again. You got a bunch of people out here who can't even manage their daily finances, who have filed bankruptcy in the past, who can't pay their child support, who can't pay their credit card bills, who can't even fund or work to provide for their own family, who they have to depend on people, and they're going to tell me how to run a multi-million-dollar jail? No, their input is not needed.
So this is pretty crazy. So since 3 minutes, since before 3 minutes. So, I mean, he already played about 2.5 minute portion in the beginning, put some nonsense in for, I think, 30, 40 seconds. And then since 3 minutes and 23 minutes, he's just been straight playing Todd's live stream. And so over 10 minutes, so 11 minutes now, GT, you've gone on with nothing added.
Out of 14?
Well, it's like he starts this off and goes, JJ exposed himself. He said things that aren't really legal and blah, blah. But dude,
I'm
it's
still
just
waiting
like,
for that.
right. I guess what my question is like, so you just show all this nonsense, but are you in the next 2 minutes going to be able to articulate what he said and why it's bad? I mean, wouldn't you do this like in between the timeline? I just don't get it, man.
Yeah, this is unheard of for going this long.
How many? I've never asked this question, and I don't know if it's a public record or none of my business. So answer however you want to or not. I'm curious. how many nurses, not medical staff, how many nurses are employed at the county jail?
We have one full-time LPN, we have one part-time RN, and we have one nurse practitioner who is on a contract.
So
now, equally alarming is the role of Amber Brown.
No.
Serious questions exist as to why a public official's partner is suing a citizen while
No, Aaron, I'm not going to ask GS to strike it. So, but I think he probably will when he sees how much of he's used. And that's the thing
How much
too,
is
is
not transformed.
correct. So, and I don't really care, but you can bet your fucking bottom dollar, Aaron, that Todd's going to care. And you know what? To be fair, Todd should care. That's his content out there. If you're not going to go under the same rules I and others have to go through and jump through the fucking hoops we all have to remain in fair use, to remain within the fucking terms of service, then yeah, then you step outside that line, there's a chance someone could hit you with the report. It goes through, and then at that point, either it gets taken down or profit sharing happens. And
That's
then just
rich.
now, to be fair, I mean, it only got 2,000 views, right? So like Todd might get like a half a penny off of
They might
the
have to
viewership.
share the shekel.
Correct. They might have to saw the penny in half and then figure out how to, or split it in fourths. So
I have one thing to say, and that
say
is,
what?
I have one thing to say, and that is skirt.
Skirt, skirt.
Self out as a Meade County employee in a pro se filing. If substantiated, this conduct raises profound conflicts of interest and could expose Brown.
Okay, hold on. Let's go back because he started actually talking, and I
Yeah.
need to hear the shit's coming out of his mouth. Okay, so let's see here. So he lets it play for over 11 minutes, and then let's see what timestamp he
Practitioner
actually fucking
who is on a contract.
So
now, equally alarming.
Someone want to say something? I heard a mic like clap on and off.
Oh, yeah, him saying that pro se shit like it matters. Why she need a lawyer to sue somebody?
Yeah, you don't always have to have a lawyer. I mean, I wouldn't recommend going pro se myself, but that doesn't mean there's not individuals that don't do it every single fucking day too. So
He's acting like it's some kind of unconstitutional act that she's doing as a public employee filing pro se.
I mean, really, whenever you just break down like the whole like nervousness of having to show up and all that shit, as long as you've got the evidence, it's all about just knowing how to organize it and the right channels to go through, and just like being ready on everything, right? Like whether it's rebuttals or so.
Is the role of Amber Brown. Serious questions exist as to why a public official's partner is suing a citizen while allegedly holding herself out.
Time the fuck out. Okay, so GT, let's get this right, bro. So the whole time you're showing him talk about other shit, he mentions the amount of nurses that he has, like the last 30 seconds of that 11-minute clip. And then that's like the first thing you want to hone into. Oh, I'm really excited to see this next minute, dude. I really am.
Meade County employee in a pro se filing. If substantiated, this conduct raises profound conflicts of interest and could.
My other question is, GT, is why are you trying to make it such a big deal that she went pro se? I mean, you're the same type of guy who you think you're a fucking genius, and I bet you would probably go pro se as well.
I just want to, but I'll go for it. My bad.
No, I was just gonna say, I mean, GT, you're sending all these people these cease and desist letters like you're some type of fucking lawyer, when anyone with, you know, 2 fucking brain cells to rub together know that you're just fucking using Chat GPT, bro. Like you're not the first one to invent the wheel, bro. So, but go ahead, Kfar.
No, he calls it a conflict of interest. It's not like she's filing something on behalf of JJ and is pretending she's his lawyer. She's filing something on behalf of herself against somebody who's actively, you know, slandering her, defaming her, harassing her, whatever the case may be.
Right. But that's kind of what I'm trying to hint towards GT too. It's like he's seemingly trying to make it a deal, but he can't articulate why that's bad, I guess. Like just like maybe I'm talking too soon. Let's continue it and see what he says. He's got a minute left.
Expose Brown, Scarborough, and Meade County to catastrophic legal consequences. This is a statement from Georgia Transparency.
How Georgia Transparency? Like how? Yeah. Like that's cool. You throw out a fucking general vague statement and you're just like, this is Georgia serious. Transparency. You know, guys, GT's a fucking idiot. This is a Boot Productions comment from Boot Productions over at Boot Productions Boot Body Cam.
He lives that third person, don't he?
God, dude, what a fucking nerd. I bet you after he records like the saying this, like as soon as he hits the like end recording, he like pushes his like thick black like rimmed glasses like Kfar has up on his fucking nose, you know?
Hell yeah. Damn.
Georgia Transparency would just whip some ass.
Well, they're not cool like yours though. Like, you know, they're like the classical like Archie Bunker. Like, you know, he's got like the big fucking white tape in the middle pushing it up. You have like sleek glasses.
GT does not manufacture lawsuits. We do not encourage public officials to weaponize the courts to silence criticism. But let the record be clear. Scarborough has publicly admitted he is willing to finance and pursue legal action against YouTubers while simultaneously declaring he does not care about his elected office. If Meade County officials...
What did you miss? He never said that he was... Did this guy not like listen to the first part of his own fucking video?
Russell regularly does this where he will read something that anyone with common sense goes, obviously that's what it means. And he will interpret it the most ass backwards, cousin fucking way possible. Where it's like, I just heard JJ say, when it comes down to it, I care more about my employees, other government people being harassed rather than me caring about keeping my job if I can help or protect those people. That doesn't mean, to me anyway, that he doesn't care about his job. It just means he cares about his employees more than losing his job, which is what you want in a boss.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with GT loving Taco Bell because I fucking love Taco Bell too.
Bring back the volcano taco.
Dude, bring back that chicken bacon chalupa.
The Mexi melt.
That was so good. Bring back the fucking apple and pinata, please. Please. You guys brought it back a couple months ago, and I felt like I was 12 again, and then you took it away.
And you took it away.
Dude, seriously, I bit into that thing, and I was like, oh my God, bro. This is literally just like when I was 12 years old, bro. Like, right before they ended it. So.
Officials believe intimidation, retaliation, or abuse of power will deter scrutiny. They are mistaken. GT stands ready. We are awaiting JJ Scarborough and Amber Brown to file a suit and for GT to be served.
Okay, so time out, guys. So let's just go back over this before we rewind so that I can firsthand show you how fucking dumb this looks and how bad GT look, bro. All jokes aside, you need to redo this, okay? I was helping my 10-year-old nephew the other day with his reading homework. And it was literally like, write an introduction paragraph, but it like was like a breakdown, like an organization sheet. And it was like intro, topic, you know, supporting ideas. And you had to like list 3 of them out, right? And then in the conclusion, you had to, of course, list the same 3 in the introduction, right? Because that was the point. You made a point in the introduction. Your 3 paragraphs were basically supporting those reasons in the introduction. And then the conclusion basically just goes back over the introduction. So if these are things that we learn when we're 10 years old, I would hope that you would be able to include those same ideas in your own content. You made a claim that last night JJ confirmed all this shit by all the stuff he said, and you said it could have all these legal consequences and yada yada yada. And then you play Todd's live stream for over 11 minutes, add nothing to it. And then you come in the last 2 minutes of your video and you start harping in about her being the nurse there and about how because she filed a pro se lawsuit, she's bad now because she has idiots like Chris who are calling her a murderer and defaming the shit out of her. Well, what the fuck are you? Make it make sense, GT. Make it make sense. I truly encourage you to go back and look at your video. Like I don't get it myself. Like KFAR, like even after you completely like render the entire video and like in your editing software, like do you not watch that whole video like literally minute 1 to the last, second 1 to the last second, just to make sure that there's no bugs, to make sure it makes sense, see if there's any tweaks, anything you can do better, or is that just me?
Yeah, I do that. This is not a video I would have put out because he basically Chris Rydered this video. Hey guys, trust me, bro. There's going to be a lot in this video, and then nothing happened, and then he goes, "See, guys, I told you. Just trust me."
No wonder why he don't come up on panel, dude. We were gonna ring him out, bro, just because like it just truly it doesn't make sense. Like if you're gonna say he said all these things that could have legal consequences, why didn't you, as soon as he finished a statement, you say, hey, this was the first thing.
Yeah.
This is why it has a legal
that
consequence.
He probably should have put that in the video. Like I'm still waiting for any legal consequence thing to happen in this video. 14 minutes of nothing.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm going to prove to you why KFAR likes cookies. So the other day, I was walking down the sidewalk and I saw GE Swag kick a dog. Anyway, though, guys, just to finish this out, this is why Rabbit likes sniffing chairs.
Yeah, exactly.
GT out.
I mean,
God,
it makes a ton
I
of
hate
sense,
talking
right?
in the third person. I hate people who talk in the third person.
Well, KFAR, the reason he says that is when he actually gets sued by Amber and loses, he's going to say Georgia Transparency has to pay you, not me.
What were you going to say, Rabbit? I saw you mic up.
I was just gonna say it'd be different if it was like Boot referring to the Savage Saints or something in the third person, because that's an organization where GT's just some fucking listener referring to himself.
I think GT is the one that has sex with Lana.
Dear Lord.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's got to separate himself from that.
Oh, wow. Look, dude, he's got like the same type of Chris Ryder editing. All right. Well, GT, I'm sorry, man. I thought your last video was much better.
Okay, can I talk about something? Because Rogue Nation was in here.
Yeah,
Rogue
I
Nation was
saw
in
him
here earlier.
Did he go away because we didn't pay him some attention? I'm sorry, Rogue. Hold on,
I
dude.
think so.
I will highlight your comment, dude. I will pay attention to you.
I don't pay attention to 5'5".
Witness me.
I will pay attention to you. I swear. I mean, to be fair, the link is posted, isn't it? He could have came up.
Yeah, dazzle us with your law knowledge.
Yeah. Go ahead, KFAR.
No, Rogue Nation's done this before. I believe Chili's done this before, where they normally get in trouble where they can't go out and audit or whatever. So they will get a video, they will add an intro and an outro and be, see, fair use. And it's just like, my guy, that's not how fair use works. And it seems like it's a frauditor specific problem where they will take someone else's video like this. And like you said, he talked at the beginning for like a minute and at the end for like a minute. And that was it. And that's not fair use at all. That's not transforming it. You're saying, hi guys, I'm GT. Here's this video. And then at the end you say, hey, yep, there's that video. Have a good day.
Yeah, I'm GT. I made a rock band and it's called Creed. Here you go.
And it's called Creed. Here we go. All right, well, let's yes, dude. What's up, Tommy Pickles? Hope you got your screwdriver handy with you, Tommy Pickles, because we're about to open the baby gate.
Yeah, George, that's not how YouTube's terms of service works, my guy.
Yeah, they all have the
that
same
dude is fucking.
intellect.
Who's that dude who's just like killing that Dairy Queen in the back? Look at this dude. Like he seriously couldn't like
There's nothing
retake
on
that.
the screen, jackwagon.
Oh yeah, dude, look at this whole like. But like
yeah, that's awesome.
Look, dude, he really had to do that dude dirty like that. GT, come on, bro.
Is that Glenn Stereo?
Oh, whoa. Oh. That dude's hairline, bro. Oh.
What
So,
the
yeah.
fuck?
10-pound shrimp, you say?
10-pound shrimp, it said, yeah, dude. I always get like recommended the most weird fucking shit at the end. Like,
Yeah, and then your audience goes, "What the fuck is this guy watching?"
well, dude,
What
it's
is he
like
watching his free time.
one day, man, it gave me a recommendation for like the 4 worst plane crashes in the US. So like I clicked on it, watched half the video, and for like the next week straight, I'm just getting all these airplane crash compilation. You wouldn't believe, like, it's like YouTube is very weird. It's like it sees you bite into something and it's like, are you sure you don't want to possibly see all these? I mean, you could watch all this shit and we can get all this ad money for it, you know?
I can't stand that when I actually accidentally hit something.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's pretty weird, but sometimes it works, you know. But yeah, so I mean, shoot, dude. That's kind of really all I had, honestly, unless you guys had like something else you want to go over, or
I got nothing.
yeah,
I got
I'm
nothing. If this is it, I'm gonna go back and watch the end of
Roadhouse. Yep.
from
I mean,
1989.
I'm spent, Basil. What about you, G?
Yeah, that's cool, man. Fuck Georgia transparency, that fat fuck.
Well, Jesus, we don't have to be mean about it, G. We can just say, hey, you made a video.
I'll use my big words next time.
Yep. And you made a bunch of claims, like the introduction. And it's like, usually when you make these claims, you're supposed to like back it up, you know, hone in on that. Like, be like, yeah, see, this was said right here. This is why I think that he's bad, you know, and that didn't happen. So I just saw you play someone else's content for 11 minutes. You didn't educate, critique, review, any of that. And then just you had the last 2 minutes where you talked about like a completely separate issue and you tried to almost conflate the two and be like, yeah, this whole 11 minutes where they talk about other stuff and then talk about something that's not even what I'm talking about exactly, but it's in that area for the last 30 seconds, boom, complete other, you know, I'm going to conflate the two. Like, so.
And then make outrageous claims and cut scene.
Right. So, but with that being said, guys, oh, hey, Rogue, what's up, man? We are shutting it down. So what's up, man?
Rogue thinks if you speed and don't get caught, you're not breaking the law. So that's the mentality you're dealing with.
I mean, if a tree falls in the forest and there's no one around to witness it, does it make a sound?
Oh, shit. A chicken and the egg. I got to go.
Hey, Rogue, was you on standby today in case it happened like last time so you could keep Tiffany company?
No, I'm married.
Okay.
Oh,
Does you know that?
Here, I'd like an apology for you know, platforming people calling me a murderer.
Cool story.
And if you guys listen close enough, you can hear crickets.
Yeah,
that's what we thought. Don't want to actually own up. Typical.
Is that true though, Rogue?
Yeah, Sean Porter came on my channel and he had some allegations, but I mean, a lot of people come on my channel with allegations. I mean,
right.
And you being, you know, a platformer of the First Amendment and all this truth and transparency, you don't want to correct the record there? You don't want to go ahead and apologize for that?
You're more than welcome to come on my channel and tell your side of the story, Billy. You've always been able to do that.
Why have you not reached out? You have my phone number. Are you just a piece of shit profiting off of my wife's death like everyone else?
No.
Seems like it, bro.
Well, the live stream wasn't monetized and I got no donations. So no, I didn't profit.
Really? Why did I get
Really?
ads then? While I was driving down I-40, watching your live stream with Alicia Lang, why did I get ads then if it's not monetized, Rogue?
I can show you a screenshot if it'll calm your fifis.
No, I'd like for you to fucking apologize for platforming people calling me a murderer over my wife's death and not having the decency, since she was your friend, reaching out and saying, sorry for your loss or anything like that. That's what decent fucking humans do, right? But no, you just want to be a piece of shit. That's cool. Never reached out or anything. Never wanted to hear our side of things. No, you just want to platform people, calling people murderers, doing this, that, and the other, not seeking the truth or anything, even though it's out there.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
That's just your fifis, Rabbit. That's just your fifis.
Nah, it just shows that Rogue Nation's just a truthful piece of shit. He's truly a piece of shit.
That's
he's got my number, he's got Andrew's number, never reached out, never wrote an email, nothing. He just wants to platform all this shit, That's great. You just sit there and tarnish Andrews, her reputation, her legacy, and all that shit, everything, and not even feel bad about it. You are a great person, Rogue.
Bro, I was the last person to platform Sean, and you never went up and defended yourself at any time on anybody's panel when anybody asked.
Has anyone ever reached out to me? No, they have not. I have not gotten one fucking email. I've not gotten one fucking phone call, one text message from any of you. My phone number's been out there from the get-go. No one has the balls, Rogue. Not even you. So why? Why now? I mean, the only people that actually have the fucking decency are the people in the chat, and they know the true answers because they've actually asked the questions. You don't even have the fucking decency to ask the questions.
I mean,
And that's the truth.
Man. Yeah, I don't know, brother. I don't know. Like I said, I platformed them.
You don't know. You just want to platform all that shit. You don't even want to know the truth, Rogue. Thank you for your honesty, finally.
You were more than happy to reach out to me, brother. You knew Sean.
Why would I reach out to you? Why would I reach out to you when I'm fucking dealing with my wife's passing, when I have all this, that, and the other? Why would I reach out to you? When the one time we reached out to you, you platformed Chris Ryder instead of giving us the fucking time when we needed the help. You gave him and Miss Rummy and all that shit that twisted the whole fucking narrative. And when we actually needed the help, that's the one time we actually reached out to you, Rogue. So why would I reach out to you after you platform people that called me a murderer, tarnished my wife's fucking legacy and her reputation, and still sit there and do it to this day? Why would I reach out to you?
What are you talking about, dude? That wasn't the only time you reached out to me. I platformed your video where you got arrested at the city council meeting.
No, that was Andrea reaching out to you. I never asked you to do that shit. And then you pulled it down because I threw the fucking faggot word in there. Because you don't have the decency to, leave it up there.
No, that wasn't why, actually, Billy. What happened was YouTube shut me down for a whole week, and they took that video down and demonetized me for a whole fucking week over that video, Billy. That's the only fucking video out of 6 years that YouTube has ever demonetized and took me down for a week because of it.
Well, good. Maybe that should have happened.
Well, it's no big deal. I'm just saying that I just never saw you defending yourself. You knew that you were more than able to.
I don't have to defend myself, Rogue.
I mean,
people
if people are making accusations like that about me, then I would
have defamed Andrew and all that shit. They're going down. There's no defending that shit. The truth has been out there from the get-go from my wife. People want to fucking twist that shit. There's no defending that. They're going to pay, and they're going to pay big time.
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, of course you are.
Yeah, so I didn't know that there was all that going on behind. So Yeah.
Just more fucking people profiting off my wife's passing. That's it. Majorly awesome. That's what he does.
Dude, I didn't make any money, brother. I'm sorry to tell you. Sorry to burst your bubble.
Then take the fucking stream down.
Yeah, I can do that.
There you go. Thank you. If you do that, that would actually show that you have some character. If you do that, then that would actually show me a lot.
Yeah, I actually do respect that a lot, Rogue. Straight up.
Yeah. If you do that, then I would be very, very, very grateful because the truth's been out there, the autopsy's out there, the state's out there. So for people to keep fucking doing all this shit, it's stupid.
Listen, I would again do more than take the stream down. I would be more than happy to have you up to tell your side of the story. As you know,
Again,
Andrew,
I'm not telling my side of anything. I've told it more than enough. It's been out there. I've put the fucking links out there. No one has the balls to fucking come and approach me. Why do I have to go to y'all panel? I mean, my panel's been open for how many fucking days, Secret? And no one had the decency to come up and ask what happened to Andrea. Nobody. All you so-called friends, nobody had that decency. You guys want me to go out of my way to come to your channels.
Well, and here's the thing too, and this is going to sound so fucking shitty. So I want you guys to like brace yourselves right now. But like, to be very fair, like Rabbit has been saying that there's been a lot of people who have been like making money off of this whole situation. But in my mind, like after everything Rabbit's been through at this point, like I'm sorry, like yeah, like I agree with him. If you guys really want to like bring the matter up, still, I think you should put it on his channel.
yeah, that's as well as fine as well. You know, I could do that as well. Come on, your panel, Billy.
I mean, my panel's been open for 3 weeks straight. I even had 3 nights dedicated to Andrea. I put out all of the emails where she called everyone in this whole 1A community useless pieces of crap, called them out by names. We talked about a whole bunch of stuff that was pulled in the reports, yet no one has the decency. People still want to go ahead and propagate that fucking narrative. So excuse me, Rogue, I'm a little bit tiffed of all this shit that's happened in the last 6 months. And none of you have had the decency to say, I'm sorry for your loss, when I had to walk in and find my wife like that, man. Nobody.
Well, let me be the first then, Billy, because you know Andrea meant she was one
And
of my
that's why
first.
I'm so fucking upset with you, because you're going to say that now. And, you could have reached out. That's why I'm tiffed, man.
You got a right to be. I ain't gonna take it away from you, man. That's my bad.
Thank you. That's all. Thank you.
Aaron Queen, you're in timeout for 30 minutes. Stop fucking doxing people, Aaron. All right. Just because you want to put your full name out there doesn't mean everyone else wants their full name out there too. Okay, man? So you're going to sit in the corner for 30 minutes. And if you come back on your other account, I give GE personal approval to time your ass out for another 30 on that too. Okay?
Yay.
So this went well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, fucking, how's it going, guys?
If Aaron comes back, do I have permission to take his mother out to a nice seafood dinner and then never call her again?
Yo, hey, Rogue. So me and Killa, we read your book the other night. And what I will say is, honestly, have you ever thought about writing like adult content?
Whoa. Do you mean adult content or adult content?
Like not sexual stuff. Like the reason I say that is because while I think that So some of it was a little vague, and I feel like it was kind of really left up to don't want to say like interpretation per se, but like I just felt like it was definitely way above like the 10-year-old reading level, or not so much like the reading level, but just like the comprehension. Like, yeah, like the kids might be able to read all the words, but they're just like they're not going to be able to comprehend like the complexity of what I think you were trying to get out there. And that's why I'm just asking you, have you ever thought of possibly taking those same books and maybe making them like for an older audience? Or
Yeah, and well, I don't know if you know or not, but me and my wife have homeschooled. Actually, my wife has homeschooled my kids, and I was coming at it more of a homeschooling type atmosphere. So like, me and my kids will get together and we'll read history together and stuff like that. So I can help explain, different stuff to them, or my wife can explain different stuff to them. That sort of thing. So I was really targeting more towards the homeschooling sector, because again, we've been through in homeschooling groups for 15 years now. So it was more targeted towards that because a lot of people that send their kids to public school already believe that they're getting everything that they need to know. So I don't feel that a lot
That's
of
a
people in
good way.
public school.
I'm gonna relook at that now because I didn't even think of it from the homeschooling aspect. That's genius.
well, yeah, I mean,
The public school system civics is terrible.
yeah, I was just gonna say, I mean, I definitely don't think that you get the best education in the public school system, and honestly, I myself would prefer the if I had a child to homeschool them versus public school. But I also understand that like a lot of people put their kids in public school because it's a lot easier. You can go to your job and all that. I would just kind of just argue that from what we read, yeah, from a homeschool perspective, especially if you've educated your children in that area, yeah, it would have a bigger impact. But from a overall like selling perspective, I think that you could reach a lot more people if you either made a different edition for adults and then like maybe slightly changed your like, yeah, and I know it's gonna sound stupid, but maybe like truly dumb it down to a 10th grade public level, like just blatantly say what you're trying to say. Like stop having them try to like interpret what you're saying and just put out what you're trying to put out, like make your point more or less.
Right. And I know you guys read on the psychology book.
Yeah.
But if you were to look at like history book or like the economics or civics book, it is a lot more dumbed down, right? So like, for example, in the history book, the first chapter is about how America was actually founded by corporations, like the Hudson Bay Company and the Virginia Bay Company, or all those companies that the king gave charters to were actually the founders of America, and the governments here in the colonies at the beginning. So I just wanted to bring forth the fact that there's stuff that they're not teaching us, and to question why they're not teaching us. It's all the books have the same basic line. It's not to think a certain way or to memorize a certain thing, but to just ask questions, right? Like, why did they
Right.
leave this out of the book? Why is it important for us to know? Or, the psychology one, especially because when people are intaking information, if we don't understand how our brain works, then we can get fed false information and not know how to decipher it. And kids are especially susceptible to that, information intake, which is why racism continues and continues and continues, because, by the time the kid's even able to go to school, his personality is formed maybe by his racist grandfather or his racist father, and I use racism because that's something that people can all easily understand. But there's little things in there all down the line, not just racism, but, false beliefs that we pass down, to our kids because they were passed down to us and we never questioned them. There's actually a term for it that's called shared history. If you just Google shared history, it'll tell you that this is, false stories that people have believed and passed down through the ages to where now everybody believes them. So it's prevalent enough that they've made up terms for the occurrence of it.
Have you ever thought of getting a person to illustrate for your books? Because I feel like that's a huge thing too, is like, and I haven't seen any of the others except for like the online version of the, I guess, Kindle for the psychology. But I think that if you include illustrations, it would help a lot too. And then my other question would be is, have you ever possibly considered like, you know how like the Magic School Bus did a very good job at like educating people while like making it really fun? Have you ever thought about like maybe taking those same ideas and energy and like, there's a lot of programs out there with AI and you could even write your own like cartoon series or like a child series where like you simplify whatever it is that you're trying to teach and then you put it out that way or
Yeah, I've thought about all of that. The illustrations that are on Amazon are done by my oldest daughter for the covers of the books. Um, and I could have her, add some illustrations on the inside. Um, but again, I was looking more towards the homeschooling and the more educational aspect of it. Um, and trying to keep it short instead of like fluffing it out with like pictures of the Constitution or men in powdered wigs standing around looking at a document or something like that. So I really wanted it to be more like almost like a study guide for the parents and the kids to go over. The kids can read it if they have questions, they could ask their parents. There's and all of the books, there's end of the chapter questions, but there's also footnotes for each chapter. So everything is sourced back to original documents, constitutions. I mean, whatever the book is talking about, right? So if it's economics, it sources back to U.S. tax code or the Federal Reserve Bank has put out many publications. One is called Modern Money Mechanics. So it sources all the original data.
But I think you'd be better off, Rogue, if you did it more like dumb it down, but still leave it for a book for the parents to read to the kids. Because now the way our society is anymore, a lot of people don't have time to homeschool their kids, but they do read books to their kids at night. So if you could like lessen then and make it a little bit more fun, where it's something like the parents could read to like the 10 to 11-year-old at night before bed, I think you'd be a lot better off. And also keep the homeschool version. You know what I mean?
Right. And the thing about that is I don't know if you guys have seen the advertisements for the Tuttle twins. Have you seen that book series?
No, I have no idea what you're. I'll look it up.
Yeah, they pretty much cornered the market on the younger version. What you're talking about with with the animations and the illustrations and the fun type deal. And they're almost exactly in line with some a lot of the information that I'm saying as well. Although they're mostly history. So, I would probably do what you're talking about with like economics and stuff like that. But, there has to be like a minimum age, I think, for them even to start grasping that. You know what I mean? Like, when you're talking about hedonic adjustments and the GDP, or if you're talking about inflation and how money printing is what inflation is really about, and not rising prices, which is just a symptom. They need some kind of base. So I put 10 as like a base level, but after you guys started reviewing the book and I started looking at it with more of an objective eye, right? Because we all look at our own work through a bias. And when you guys reviewed it, it gave me a better view of what other people were looking at. So I felt, as you guys did, that maybe I should raise that age level to help get a little bit better understanding from the kids, right?
Yeah. Hey, if you really want, if you really want to, sorry, but if you really want to target our audience, write a new book, give it to Ryder, see if he understands it, and then you can know it'll be ready for 10 to like 13-year-olds.
Yeah. Hey.
Well, so here's the biggest question, Rogue. Okay, so we're trying to set up this whole like street beefs kind of thing going on. So Rabbit might try to do something. I know that GE wants a crack at Ryder. Todd's talked about it too. MBK, we've talked about it too. But here's the question: haven't you like talked about like offering to like fist fight KFAR in the past?
KFAR mistook it. I was talking about a debate, but listen, I'm
Close the whole stream, my guy.
Yeah. What about me, Rogie?
No, GE. If he's in a fight for charity,
yeah, I'm down to strap on some boxing gloves and get beat up. Listen, I've been beat up in my life. I ain't gonna lie. It ain't no shame to the game. So I'm down.
Now that we're talking about it, a little charity boxing match it's not sounding like a bad idea.
Yeah, listen. I if KFAR whoops me, good for KFAR. You know, he's obviously younger than me. I'm hoping he's in a little bit better shape than me.
And better looking.
Well, now that's in the eye of the beholder, my friend. But and I will say, I don't know because you guys haven't seen me on screen for a while, but I've lost 60 pounds. I'm back down to 160, so I will be hitting the gym soon. But
good for you, dude.
yeah, because I was getting I drank soda a lot, and I was getting close to getting diabetes, so I had to stop it. And I dropped 60 pounds in like 6 months.
Dude, congrats.
We lost Killa.
Yeah. So I'm feeling better. Looking better, KFAR. But yeah, if you guys have some kind of thing set up, and obviously if I'm off probation so I can travel, then I'd definitely be down to throw some hands for charity, as long as you don't whoop me too bad. I'm old, I got a family to take care of still, so.
Well, we definitely appreciate the sportsmanship. And like I said, this is just something we're in talks about. So, no concrete dates left. We were just, really just me, honestly. I was just seeing kind of where you may be at on that, so.
He's gonna get it all worked out and then be like, "So, Rabbit, I got this idea. Here's the plans."
He got me, dude. That's literally like as soon as I ended stream, I was calling Rabbit and going, "Look, dude, this could be big for the Savage Saints." Okay.
And the sad part is like we just had a board meeting earlier today, so I can like send it into the group chat and be like, "So here's a new idea from one of the creators. What do you
Savage
guys
Saints
think?"
reaches Savage Saints reaches out to Street Beefs. They are so Street Beefs has a history of working with nonprofits. So, that's all I'm saying, Rabbit.
No, I'd love to, man. I'd love to do a little because we have it in the bylaws. We can do pop-ups and stuff too. So
yeah,
I'd love to do something like that.
Yeah, I mean, we might just I don't know where are we going to donate to?
I would say something that had to do with like some kind of children, like a children's hospital or something like that.
Yeah, we'll find something.
You want to donate to Scars, Rogue?
Listen, most
Even
charities
Road knows it's a scam.
listen, most charities are a scam, right? Let's be honest, right? Because those guys, Red Cross and stuff,
Bye bye,
driving
Aaron.
patients, I mean, if you look into it, very little of the money goes to the people that needs it. When I want to donate money, I find the guy on the street that's homeless. I give him money.
Look, gee, I know that you just blocked Aaron, but bro, would you fight him for a charity, man? I mean, here's the thing. I think that Aaron would probably, like, as soon as the match starts, would tap the floor, tap out. Because guys, here's the thing. Like, G, like, he does work out, bro. Like, he's a big guy, man.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Like,
I think
yeah, seriously,
Aaron
bro.
would be more willing to blow GE for charity.
Well, I've been.
How much we
You
talking?
guys are into that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm doing it for the kids, guys.
I would not want to
Think
fight.
of the kids, Aaron. Think of the kids.
Yeah,
20 bucks is 20 bucks.
I would not want to fight GE, bro. He's a pretty big dude, man. Like, I'm pretty sure taller than me, and he's definitely got wider arms. So
I think we're the same height. You say 5'11"?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like 5'11".
Oh shit. Okay.
You drive
Well,
out
so-
there, take a picture of GE, and put it up there so people can see.
Wait.
5'11", 205.
Wait, I thought you were 4'11".
Oh shit, I'm a leprechaun. My bad. I am 4'11".
Right. Okay.
4'11", 305.
Have you guys run this by Chris yet?
No, because
Maybe that's why he was working out on the way to court this morning.
yeah, I mean, he was fucking getting it, bro. I've never seen Chris move so fast, man. Like, honestly, like I said that even though Chris made the threat of beating me till I'm not moving anymore, like, I didn't believe he could do that. But I don't know, dude. Like, maybe he could chase my little ass down, bro. He was running, man, like a velociraptor.
Come on, baby.
He was like, dude, he was looking around like a velociraptor, like,
Where's that goddamn door at? Clay.
dude, Chris was fucking moving. Like, I thought it was AI for a second, and I'm like, no, that bald spot, you couldn't.
My man's getting ready for the combine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dude, Chris
man's
was
going to the
fucking
NFL.
moving, bro. He was like in fucking Vietnam, like looking around, bro. Just fucking,
man.
no.
He had to get to court quick. 'Cause
It was hilarious.
He had a ceiling tile to replace right after court, so he was trying to get it over with.
Bro, did you see the video of Chris like running to court?
No, I didn't. I
Do you
even
wanna see
though.
it?
Yeah, you guys.
It's actually really funny though. Like,
Do you have 10 seconds to spare?
Okay, hold on. Yeah, right. Hold on.
Do you have 14 seconds, sir?
Let me
I mean,
try
I'm
to
trying
get
to
on
stay
Killa's
somewhat
live
neutral on
stream.
this whole thing and out of the
The video
drama.
really-
When I watched
the-
that, it was so fucking funny.
The
Because
video
we've
don't
all
do
been
it
there.
justice.
We've all been when we have court. We've all been there. We're running a little bit late. I gotta fucking get in there. I gotta get in there.
Let me ask you: was it as good as my graceful gazelle running
No,
that
it
DK
wasn't.
pointed out?
Nope.
Okay. All right. That was pretty damn funny. I mean, I can laugh at myself. That was damn funny.
Why did
And I
you
love
do
the
that?
way you did the majestic gazelle too. But put it on the screen.
I'm trying to find
I
it.
love DK's videos. DK does some pretty good videos. I enjoy them.
Good night, Tommy.
I've been
Oh,
knitting
shit.
beanie hats to give out to the homeless around here because it's been so cold lately. That's what I've been doing. I don't have that much cash to give them, but I can make some beanie hats with my time.
Does anyone have a timestamp from Killa's live stream where Chris is running to the court?
I got that video. I'll send it to you. I guess
Yeah, I was
in
gonna
email.
put that video up.
I've got it, Bay. I've got it if you need it.
Oh, here we go. Time out. Here we go. Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
And being hurt in his fifis and fucking trying to sue everybody and buy everybody's fucking personal information so he could either try to call him out the fucking fight or file a lawsuit against him, but he does nothing. Not a single fucking video of him trying to help anybody. And even when he tries to act like other 1A guys, like a fucking Jeff Gray, fucking here he is walking down the street with a help the homeless vet signs or God bless the homeless vet signs. Some lady offers that fat fuck money and he takes it. Do you know how bad that makes the rest of you guys fucking look? Or when Tav's trying to act like Flex, whatever retard fucking character he's playing, but it's really Tav, and he's fucking sitting there going like half naked in a fucking orange jumpsuit, fucking in front of a women's prison, this, that, the other, you know. It just makes all the good like fucking guys actually out there really fighting for the freedoms of people or trying to get like the word across to look like 100% total shitbags. Oh, speaking of which, I did find this part real quick. I thought it was fucking pretty hilarious too, MBK, right? At the end of this fucking whistleblower thing, he says something, or trying to get like the word across to look like 100% total shitbags.
Messing with Sasquatch.
I know you guys didn't see this angle. This shit's fucking hilarious, right? There he goes. Look at him run. Run, Ryder, run. Run, Ryder. That's fucking hilarious. And fucking so I told GS what he should do because GS has the other video like straight up on it, right? So I told him he should make it seem like Ryder's running after Tav and then cut it. So
I just put the link in so you don't have to watch Killa's stream. You can watch the short itself.
Okay, hold on. One second.
It looks like he's trying to hold in his shit.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, for those who want to be neutral on all this stuff, it's a really funny video because those who've been to court, we can all relate to it.
I couldn't hold it in. If I was there recording it, I would have yelled, "Run, Forrest, run!"
Exactly.
Me too. That's exactly what I was thinking when I saw it the first time.
He would have filed a lawsuit against me the next day, but I would have done it.
Crikey, a human gorilla out in the wild.
Like I said, it's more hilarious in person.
Look at that bald spot.
I can't say anything about the bald spot. I got the same issue, man.
Yeah, but Ryder always cracks on people with bald spots and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
No, so here's the thing, okay? So just where people get the same way twisted as they are like, okay, so here's the thing, okay? I know there were a lot of people today who made a video or a post about how they were upset Chris didn't go to jail. The way I look at it is Chris has 15 charges against him. So, you know, once again, my argument this whole time has been that like regular everyday people who I would argue Chris is.
Oh, you didn't hear?
They go, what?
You got 5 more today.
What?
Get fucked.
Hell yeah. What? How old were they?
I'm not going to go into that, but he got 5 more today.
That's why he didn't make a video.
Are you fucking serious?
Yep.
That's why he didn't go live and brag about it.
Yeah, I didn't know that, man.
Again, this goes to my point earlier. I had 2 cases, 2 court trials, and a whole case of appeals thing before this shit even heads to court in Kentucky. What the fuck's going on in the Commonwealth? What?
To me, it just doesn't make sense. Like,
bro.
What? I thought y'all know that.
So here's where I get lost. So if you have a guy who you already have 15 charges against, why would you not take him in for like bond? If you're gonna let 5 more,
that's like immediate.
Against him.
This makes no sense.
That's a revocation right there.
I'll be honest with you. That court was a total clusterfuck today. I've never seen court that messed up.
Maybe if I get lucky in the next couple of days, maybe I can get Chris to come up on panel and explain what the fuck's going on. Because that doesn't make any
I
sense
think
to
we all
me
need to move to Meade
whatsoever.
County because Meade County, we could probably get away with a bunch of fucking crimes.
No shit,
Yeah.
man.
What the hell?
I invoked the rider rule, officer.
Well, I mean, is that what's going to happen? Like every couple of so every 5-6 months, like they're not going to do anything about the charges and just keep adding more. I mean, like when's there an end?
Yeah, his bond should have been revoked if you get 5 more charges. I mean, that's just
right.
Literal legalese. You know, that's what should have happened. That had to happen.
Got anything on that,
BNS
Rogue?
Go ahead.
Makes sense.
No, he's actually right. That's exactly what is supposed to happen. Anytime you're out on bond and you get new charges, your bond is revoked usually. So
Yeah, it's normally a stipulation of your bond is to not catch any more charges while you're out.
Correct. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, that's why you're out on
Only
bond.
condition.
Makes no fucking sense. What the fuck? No sense whatsoever.
I'd be curious to see what the 5 new charges are.
Right. And then I don't know. I don't get it, guys.
I'm sure it'll come out. The video will come out, but the judge told him he wants to know if anything new comes out that he's talked about people. So
that's why the video didn't come out. 5 new charges, and the judge told him to shut the fuck up.
I'm working on getting the court video because it's public. So, there's that.
Yeah, it should be public by tomorrow, shouldn't it?
I believe so.
All right, guys, I'm going to pull a Killa here and get the fuck out of here.
Totally understand, man.
You're banned.
About to end the stream myself, so.
yeah,
Okay,
I'm
bye.
gonna bounce as well. So thanks for having me on Boot up on here, Boot. And Billy, I'll go right now to look to take that live stream down. It'll be down by tomorrow for sure.
Thank you for coming up, and thank you for not being a douchebag, man. I really do appreciate that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rogue. I appreciate it, man, more than you
For real.
realize.
Not a problem.
I have a lot more respect for you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Have a good night and Merry Christmas to everybody on panel.
Merry
Merry
Christmas, brother.
Yep. All right. Later.
All right, peace out.
Keep getting Christmas is around the corner.
Dang, dude. So, guys, I'm not gonna lie, man. Rogue, man, we kind of had a bit of a rough start, but I definitely have a lot more respect for that guy now. So,
Mm-hmm. That's 2
enormous
people
amount.
within the last week that we've have massive respect for their character now.
Correct.
Because of
Yeah.
their action.
Yep. It's so fucking crazy, like what can happen when like you actually just be human beings to each other and like talk it out. So weird. So, well, guys, we're an hour and a half in. Honestly, I don't really have anything else to share or show, and it's pretty late, so I'm gonna let everyone say their
3.5 hours
piece.
like the last one.
No, we're not doing that shit. No, not happening. But we'll go in order. We'll put me right here, and we'll start from GE and go down to Rabbit, then MBK.
I must say, man, everybody have a good night. Have a good almost weekend, and have a good Christmas. If I don't get back on panel.
All right, and then MBK.
Y'all have a great night, and I appreciate you letting me come up for a minute. I know it didn't say much, but hey, it's always fun.
And Rabbit?
I appreciate you. And thank you, Rogue. Really do appreciate you dealing with my little outburst there, but it does speak volumes of your character and willingness to. And everybody, I hope you're doing well. If I don't see you before Christmas, have a Merry Christmas and God bless.
Thank you, Rabbit. All right, guys. Well, I hope you all have a good night. Probably going to do a show in like the next 2-3 days. So look out for that. Let's get this going on right here. Oh, where'd it go? All right. Peace out, y'all.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.